No, dude. We're going raw.
We're on. We're currently
All right, good. Hey, look, here we go. We're
That's
on.
way too loud.
I'm probably blowing up the mic
Yes.
here, just so you all know. Okay. All right, let me get myself actually into the picture here, so I don't look like a fraud. All right.
Do you want
We
to
don't
sit
want to be
here or
inside.
you want my spot?
No, stay, my friend. Stay where you are. Stay put.
Let me get the mic over here. All right. Got it.
What am I gonna do with these guys?
Okay.
Okay, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here. Stephen Abate. I'm gonna introduce myself this time, since Paul was the introductory to my last our first
Introducer.
film. Yeah. So anyway, all right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first bid. This is what I would say my first bid, because I will speak today. Here I am. My name's Stephen Abate. I'm here with Paul Ender Hodge, comrade of mine, 6th grade. How do we describe back to what we were thinking at that point?
6th grade was rough time. By the way, we were
Way
both
back, folks. Here it
tiny as shit. I remember I was 4'7" going into the 9th grade, so that should show you how shitty.
goes. We were small as shit.
Yeah, that should show you how shitty my middle school career was. As I was, whoop.
And talking about being as fucking small guys, okay, guys, growing up, coming in here 6th grade, mind you, this was my first year.
Yeah.
That was my first year
Yeah.
going into Grand Blanc. Completely oblivious, okay? I'm going to start out by saying I came in from a private school. Okay? I started it from going to a private school the first, all the way up through 5th grade. And going into Grand Blanc was my first. That was my first kind of initial, I guess what I would say is like an initial boom. I went into something I had no fucking idea what I was getting into. Going to a school of only fucking 14, 15 kids.
Yeah.
And whom some of them I still talk to.
From the private school, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but it was it was a wild thing.
Yeah.
And so here it was
Yeah.
It was Paul and I, this Paul and I here. 6th grade comes around, 2 young guys, 0 fucks given about what's going around because we have no idea what's happening around us here in the first place. Step 1.
We were in 6th grade.
Okay, carry on
Very,
with all that.
very
Carry on with that
stupid.
shit.
Very stupid kids. I read The Hobbit that year.
I was even reading fucking
yeah.
books at that time.
I had just moved up from Georgia back in the 4th grade when Jeff was born.
Yeah.
And I was still a country boy.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah, no, I was raised primarily down in Georgia on a farm. And we did the whole deal. We had our backyard was a pasture. Like, it had the cow. I had a cow in my backyard once. Yeah, we did the whole song and dance of country boy, and then I came up here, and
That's cool. So you guys used to do the agricultural side of things.
we used to
Just like
do
grow
all of
crops
it.
and shit?
Dad did the chickens, the cows, the horses. We did hay.
That's something that I've always wanted to maintain. Like,
That's all I want.
that's where I want to be
That's all I want.
now.
So I wanted the property for this project is, if we're gonna do this, the one thing that I want is just to be at peace on my own piece of land.
Yeah,
Like,
on your
I've already
fucking
seen the
terms.
horrible shit around the world. I just want,
On your own terms.
yes, a nice piece of land where I can see stuff
feels-
actually grow and, like, you're
Exactly,
doing
bro.
good.
You want to feel
For
safe.
the earth
you
and
want to just
everything.
be able to get into your own junction of space.
Yeah.
I guess you could put it. Right?
Yeah.
Simple.
I do. I love the process of like making, taking a piece of property and then making it into something beautiful that can grow, food for you and for other people, and to have the livestock there and to watch them grow, right? And everything is about respect. Like you respect the land, it respects you back. You do that every day. That is, that's the only thing I can really depend on these days is nature. I know how nature works.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that, because so just a couple days ago, just a quick story. I pulled into a parking lot. Okay, I was over at a pilot, and I pulled in, parked the truck, and in front of me was this berry tree. Okay, and you guys have probably seen these. You probably have seen them in many different areas. They're just like, all they are is blackberries. They grow. You see them in Arabic. We call them caboose trees. But there was this berry tree, man. And I'd lie to tell you, Paul, that if I wasn't, how stressed out I was at this point. Okay, I was fucking stressed out, dude. So I pull in and I see this tree. I stepped out of the vehicle, walked up, and it was like, as each berry that I seen there was like one, two of its own. It was almost like, right? I was at this point in nature, where I'm visually seeing, all I'm doing is turning and grabbing every berry that looked ripe. That was grown black and juicy. And it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say, bro, is like where you come up with a sense of vision, where I'm coming up with a sense of vision right there, was like being in front of that tree and just seeing that tree was there. I was there. I could feel the wind upon my face. I could feel the leaves within my hands. And when you're in that decibel, when you're in that decibel with nature, you're at your finest.
Yeah.
You're just at your finest, fucking most polished form of self, I guess.
Well, we're not worrying about all this bullshit. I know that when you're out there, you're actually in nature.
Yeah.
You're not worried about bills. You're not worried about.
You ain't fucking thinking about none of that shit.
You're whatever worldly problems you have.
Right.
They are not there. You have to concentrate on what you're doing when you're in nature,
right.
Because nature fights back.
Right.
So,
right.
Be cautious. Like, know what you're doing. Be trained. Be prepared. Like,
right. Sink into the waves.
That's right.
Right? You're finding just into your channel, whatever that. Yeah.
And if you get pulled out a little bit too far from shore, swim diagonally.
Turn the fucking way around, guys.
If you didn't know that,
go back. The beach is that way.
I learned that in San Diego that you should swim diagonally. It brings you back to the shore
Depends on the
quicker.
current, though, right? That's a fucking.
Yeah, no, I mean, you get pulled out quite a bit. You don't realize it when you're out there, but when you do get pulled out further than you want to be, you just start swimming diagonally toward the shore. You'll make it back. I ended up like a half mile down the beach one time in Virginia Beach, but I made it back.
No, see, that goes into like buds training, dude.
Yeah.
Think about fucking buds.
They're
them
freaks.
Navy SEALs, with them guys fucking
freaks.
diligently fucking took their bodies to.
Max
You know?
Max Lambert.
How fucking deep can a mine? How deep can that fucking
Can you
pothole go?
Can you think about that for a second? Max Lambert is a chief.
He was a kind of a petite dude.
He's a chief in the Navy SEALs, bro. Right now. Like right now. This guy had a pink mohawk in high school. Pink mohawk, and he spit on the American flag. I remember it. And he used to call Civil Air Patrol Civil Air Gayness. Because he was awesome back in high school.
It's pretty wild.
And then, yeah, when I came back from war.
Max Lambert, if you ever get the opportunity to see this, you were distinctively remembered, sir. Thank you for what you do. He's still doing it?
He is a world-class person. I mean, I am so proud of everything he's become.
I remember how beautiful your sister was. They used to ride the bus. We used to ride the same bus.
Oh, Taylor was...
Oh, God, dude. She was beautiful.
She was hot as shit.
Beautiful girl. I don't know what she looks like now.
She was an untouchable.
Oh. Oh, yeah. So, absolutely.
So, 6th grade.
Yeah. So, dude, that's what we were talking about. So,
yeah.
Back in... going back, so, like... We're kind of just on the swing, I guess, right now, going back and forth, trying to figure it all out. This is, like I said...
Basically, like living life.
This is only my second time sitting here and being viewed and, like, tuning up and shit, I guess is what you call it. But,
yeah. Doing a thing?
No. So, what are you thinking? What else? What kind of subjects were you wanting to get into?
What I was talking to Craig about was me getting back into fighting. What that's going to be. How that would look.
Yeah, because you fucking need to. Me and Steve were just down here talking about that.
I mean, what are you thinking?
Well, I got a lot to think. Okay, I could tell you a fucking 1,000 things from the standpoint of fighting. Number one, so this is one thing that him and I are about to like really put our focus into. One thing I've been wanting to do with this dude is be able to get him out on the mats. I want to get him into like some type of striking. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you into striking, dude.
Muay Thai.
That's what I did before. I mean, there's so many options. You know, a lot of this is Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. It's putting all those things in. You know, you do your class to class.
That's how I started. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai.
But so.
And the crap.
I think the first thing though that what we need to get into is the striking and grappling.
Yeah. No, that's two.
That's the first thing.
Two main concepts, yeah.
Because that gives you, number one, that gets you your hands on. That's your fucking chance, okay, to get out there, to fucking roll around a little bit, you know. Get kind of your fucking swindle, you know. That kind of gives you your fucking, okay, I know where my arms are. All right, I know where my fucking legs are. All right, I can feel it from my core. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you get a full body workout. I remember that. We used to do 2 hours a day at Great Lakes. Yeah. We used to roll for 2 hours a day from 11:30 to like 13:30. We had lunch. We would go downstairs at Mag 48. And there was a bunch of mats laid down there, and they had a black belt, red tab there, and they had a shitload of black belt instructors, and they loved fighting, and we were down there all the time, all the time, and I loved it because I had just come from a gym here, and then I went out there, and it felt like home. You know, being on those mats every day, doing the rolling, 2 hours of rolling. My first time, I was like crawling in my house.
Oh, dude, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Because I mean, it's those points. It's at those points where you can fucking pick somebody up with your two fucking hands.
Yeah.
Swing them over and fucking body slam them.
Yep.
That's what us fucking men. Okay, that's what us as men. That's what we like to do. We like to get thrown around. We like to throw each other around. We like to canvas.
I've had my ass beat by women too. So one of my exes.
I'm over here fucking knocking.
One of my exes was a gymnast, and I got into. She wanted to grapple. I'm down with that. She slammed me on my fucking head.
I gotta fucking stand up for a little bit. Yup, I'm still here. I'm still.
Yeah, no. She picked me up and like put me on my head. And then I scissor choked her out.
Fucking wrap the legs.
I
That's
did.
the point. You wrap the legs around the neck.
I didn't know how to do a triangle at that point, so I just used to wrap people in my legs and then squeeze as hard as I could.
Yep.
Doing the lonely bird in the picture here. I'm not even that good looking.
Alright. So what we're needing, what are we needing out of the most out of life, you think, right now?
Honestly,
what's the one fucking thing, man, that pulls you short of the switch?
What I really want is peace, but half of me still lives in war every day. Every day is war. Like, I look outside, I see how people are. I see what's going on in the news.
Yeah.
How people have treated those that are around me. It makes me incredibly angry.
I feel that.
So half of me just wants peace, but the other always wants war. And I fight that every single day.
Yep. And see, and so, like, going in, even in that direction too, bro. That's just that's truly a part of a man's nature.
It's not just men. It's not. It's all of us.
This is, well, in biblical times, it always referred to men as in, like, the man and their family.
I don't. I do not follow any rules, including religion. All that stuff is to the wayside with me. I don't follow even what.
Right, but no, that's a scenario. When you talk about men, like, you said men and women, obviously, right?
So
Women
that refers to all of it?
Like, women still feel that same way, But what I'm saying is, when you refer, like in the Bible. So in the Bible, when it talks about men, it's talking about men as in, like, men. Like when Jesus fed with the 5 fishes and the 2 loaves of bread. He talked about men, but there was like a certain number of these men here, right?
Right.
But when he spoke of it, he's speaking of that man and his family. So there's more to just the syllable word man. You know what I mean? When I'm speaking men, you speak of the whole.
See, I have this debate all the time in my head, and we have so many things going on right now in our country. Debates over shit.
Yeah.
And I view everyone equally. Like, for me, like, this is what I go back to. This is my reference point. When you're in the Marine Corps, you don't have a gender. You don't have a sex. You don't have a race or anything like that.
Right.
You earn the title. It's one fucking word. You are a Marine. It's
right.
Point and end right there. It is done. You are a Marine. So, I guess when
It's like the carrot culture of it is.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Like,
never.
there is no label. There is no real excuse me. Like, there's no label. There's no label to it. I think what we're. I feel that, dude. But totally, like I feel that.
It's all one. You're one single thing. You're fighting for the same cause, and that's what we're doing here. The Marine Corps, at least for me, I was ready to hang up my hat when I felt like that wasn't the purpose for them at the current time where I was at. All I was seeing was them mistreating, their folks, and anyone who knows me knows I'm not going to put up with that shit. And when I had to take a good hard look at myself and see that they weren't taking care of me either, but I was pumping out everything for them.
Felt like you were at 110.
I was at 110 for fucking years.
That's a fucking bitch feeling too, dude. That's a fucking, just so you and so people understand. When you feel like you've been giving everything that you possibly are.
No, you are.
Okay? To a certain organization or person or thing or
everything.
Whatever that is. Whatever
everything.
You're feeding out to, You got to understand that there's something also called time and grade. And you've given so much of yourself, and you've been dignified into this certain pattern, right? This pattern of life. It's almost like you feel like at the end of it sometimes, folks, you're getting robbed. That they've taken something from you. Like, this thing has given so much, right?
Taken something. What haven't we given? What haven't we given? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I sure as fuck did not want to go through everything that I went through.
Fucking truth of it.
I did not, and for everything that I went through, it was always for other people, and it was encouraged, right? Because we want someone. When something's too hard, we look to someone who's able to carry that shit.
Fucking, absolutely, man.
And they throw it on your back.
Put it on the plate. Yeah.
And you keep walking. And they throw something else on. And you keep walking. And some folks don't realize that at some junctures in that path, some kind of terrible shit happens. And part of you dies that day. And then you keep walking, and they expect you to do it again, and you die a little bit more every time.
Absolutely. And you're given so much. Because you're given so much. You're putting so much of that time. You're putting so much of that effort. And you might not be. Maybe you're not. But because you've been there. Okay? Maybe because you've been there for so long. Right? You fucking have outreached every point of your 10 fingers. To say, look, I've done this. I've made it this far. I fucking came to this point. Right? I mean, you're fucking, and that's what it comes to, bro. You're always thinking like, fuck, we've gone to the highest point of our fucking capability, and we've given so much of this to another sense of it. And that's just a carried away fucking.
No, it's all right.
Idea,
I got to the point where I didn't even care anymore. I just took off my fucking armor, and I was like, "Hey, the next one that wants it, you just
off with it.
You go ahead and come finish it off. I don't give a shit. I've already fought enough. I'm done fighting. I mean,
but don't
I love doing it, but
don't let him fool you, because he's about to get him back into the tune.
No, well, stick to what you're good at, right?
Dude, kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, that's a sport. I've always loved the sport. I hate that I have to fight people still. You know what I mean? Mostly because of stupidity.
Yeah, man.
Stupidity and disrespect. It's one of the two. Like, if someone's disrespectful to me, I might unhinge my fucking jaw and try to swallow you whole, right there.
Fucking right.
I'm like, I'm not playing. Like, we don't do disrespect.
Right.
I show
him and I fucking know this shit. With him and I fucking know this shit. We've done this shit and practiced it for so long.
My friends have beat my ass, so fuck the bullshit.
to every fucking degree. Dude, by all means.
Hey, we show respect, but we also, like, it's a roundabout thing, and I know I'm disrespectful to a lot of people, but if I'm disrespectful to you, it's probably because you fucking deserve it.
Somebody fucking pissed you off. They did something you didn't like, man. Period.
Which I'm allowed to be pissed off at things that you do, and I'm much more aggressive at, pumping out the things that I feel about it. Like,
fuck yeah, Jimmy. Tell him. Fuck yeah. Tell him. Tell him.
I don't need to hurt anyone physically to. Hey, velvet daggers exist. I'll take some words.
This guy pulled out the fucking K-bar the other day. Damn it.
I did not. That's a fallacy. Did not happen.
It's only a fallacy from the sense he didn't try to stab somebody with it, alright?
Not this time. Okay. I'm not going back to the fucking brig, goddammit.
Alright. That's why I was fucking around. Yes, right there, dude. 100.
I'm not going back to the brig. Nah, we don't do that shit. I am fucking smiles and hugs now, hearts and minds all day, baby.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
Except for in the ring. See, the ring would be if we do this fighting thing. The ring is where I get to dance and have a good time doing a sport where I can get out my aggression.
Yes.
I feel like I'm training, so I'm taking care of myself, and
yeah,
I'm a fucking gangster.
You're
so
fucking
I'm gonna do gangster shit.
You're building stamina. You're building fucking endurance. That is fucking gangster. It's gangster as shit.
I'm gonna do gunny things to people in the ring, and it's not gonna. Hey, I'm not one of those gunnies who walks around with their go fasters on with their coffee mug. Nah, that's not me. I'll fuck your shit up.
Show of fucking hands. Who doesn't want to just body slam somebody at some point in their fucking time where you are, whether it's your frickin' kids, whether it's your wife, whether it's your husband.
We don't do any of those things, by the way.
Whoever the fuck
don't do
any
of that.
If it's your grandfather or your grandmother, by all means, we all have different families, so you never know.
If they have a DNR and they want to...
Those are all real things. I know everyone feels like that. You know that you get to a certain point in your time, obviously, where you're feeling that same very thing. Sometimes it's just, hey, lay the weapon down, right?
What?
Lay it down.
Why wouldn't I want to fight? I have every reason to fight. People think I'm fucking batshit crazy. They won't let me see my kids. I lost pretty much everything.
They just don't know the real us. They don't know who, right? They don't fucking know who we are.
Well, that's okay, because those who are scary get tucked away, and you need to be quiet. Don't say anything, because you'll scare us.
Did you hear it? That's the whole thing.
Hey,
that's
look, we're the new Vietnam era folks.
That's how to maintain. That's just how to keep your sense of balance, your peace.
All we're doing is a cycle, folks. We're doing the same fucking cycle. This is not a new game. Okay, so Jenny and I were talking about this earlier. We got away from insane asylums. So now we don't, we want to appreciate our troops, but we also don't want you guys to be fucking crazy. So we don't really have anywhere to send you, so we'll just fucking wait until you do something stupid, and then we're gonna send you to jail. Either that, or we're gonna kill you in some way that we can find. Or we just won't give you help, and you'll fucking start a 9mm, and then, hey, problem solved. But it's okay. We didn't do anything for you guys.
Stick to your day duties. Stick to the day duties.
What's that?
Oh no, what are the day duties?
I don't know.
Well,
that was called preaching, without the sexuals.
To whatever degree, hey, to whatever degree that may be, right on, carry on. Life's difficult, dude. How do we sum it all up? How do we sum it?
There is no sum. That's why I say.
Well, at some point you got to put all the beans back in the bucket.
What we're doing is a cycle. We fall into part of a cycle. We are not really important because we're like dust in the big scheme of things. You think because people have been doing this for thousands
and atoms. Protons and atoms.
If you want to go all the way down to that level, we can do that too. Like, we are insignificant when you think about it. There's so much more out there.
Well, but the thing is, bro, is we are significant to a standard.
Of course, we make ourselves significant.
Think about it. We don't even know how many. I mean, we only know of what we know.
That's right.
You know?
Which is
we only know of what Earth is.
Which is not a lot, by the way. We are both fucking stupid. Just to let everyone know.
No, I don't think I'm stupid, but
we are both. We are both dumb. Compare yourself. Are we as smart as Jenny?
Well, I don't think you ever measure. You never measure smart. How can you measure smart? Smart is how much power. How much are you willing to use of yourself?
It's understanding that there's more, right? So when I see someone with more intelligence or I see someone with more capabilities, I'm like, all right, I get it, right? We all have a place, but that's okay, because we're just filling a fucking puzzle. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are pieces that make up the map.
We're filling a fucking puzzle.
Now, like I said, some of us make ourselves significant. Because every once in a while, one of those puzzle pieces is going to have like a grand prize on the back of that bitch. And be like, congratulations, you're the fucking magic piece. That's what some of us are.
Magic fucking piece.
Yeah, the one that you fucking struggle so long to find. You're like, where's the fucking corner piece?
Did he just say that? He did. The motherfucking magic piece. Dude, the one thing at some point in time, right, that's going to add up.
Yeah.
And something's just going to hit like a flash, man. It's going to be like, damn. Okay, yeah, I knew that.
Well, how frustrated are you if you're putting together a puzzle, right? And you can't finish a section of it without this one fucking piece, and you can't find it anywhere. And then it's right there.
You need those.
That
the visuals. The visual. Man.
That is what I feel like I am in my scheme. Right? I'm that one that you're looking for when you can't fucking finish your puzzle. Because I'm surely not the fucking puzzle. And I don't know how to put that bitch together. But I can sure as fuck help you fix it. Like,
Steve? I want Steve's input on the piece. We need to sum this into more. We need to turn this. We need Steve. Okay.
There is no other Steve here except for Jenny.
Steve, who we're gonna. Okay,
you gotta say Jenny.
Call
Jenny.
We're gonna.
Jenny from the cock block.
This is one thing that we talked about when I'm working on. I'm trying to make the transition here into fucking scheme of things. Okay, Jen.
Yes. Oh, we are fucking winning.
Okay.
I gotta.
We need.
Nope.
We need your honest and open opinions on the missing piece.
Is this all stupid?
To the puzzle.
What we're talking about?
I don't know. Probably.
No. I'm asking him. I'm bringing
Such
this
an
to
asshole
you.
thing
I'm
to
bringing
say.
this to you.
Yeah.
Don't.
I know he was listening. Come on.
Okay, hold on. I know you just heard what I said. Was I full of shit when I said that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Bringing gin.
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't listening, but I heard it.
Okay,
But I don't know what
by
you
the
said.
way, this is one of my favorite episodes by far
Oh, good.
already.
Good.
This is only my second time
So
doing it.
we were. I mean, fuck. How do we explain the context?
How do you explain the context? You were talking the piece to the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go where we need to follow up with your congestional speech.
That's a lot. That sounds like an STD.
We needed that.
Only congenital.
I see Japan on the screen.
Speaking of
Oh,
which,
rest in peace, lots of people.
this is Annie Chung's teriyaki noodles from the microwave.
Thank you.
Not a plug, but they're yummy.
Thank you.
But you can get those on Amazon, and they're
Mhm.
fucking delightful, by the way, especially when you're poor.
I gotta cook my own shit, man.
They're basically what we keep around the house instead of MREs.
Oh, you missed the stir fry Jenny did
I used
the
to
other
like
day?
those MREs.
Some of them are
I'm not
good.
gonna lie, man. I used to. I used to
You-
enjoy them.
You know who does good stir fry? Is Dotel.
Really?
I don't know.
Put rum in it or something?
No,
that's me being
no,
racist.
this is rice.
What's
It
I
has
wish
no
it would.
beans. No,
Is
he.
this picking up? I gotta put the. Well, actually, I can hear you both. Just
No,
fine.
you could see the output, and most of the time it's reading out. Yep, right there. Yep. So, Dotel uses rice. It is out of this world. I'm not even playing. It is some of the best stir fry I've ever had.
I use
in
some
my
ramen
life.
noodles, but they got smooshy.
I like just taking. You can do so much with
Oh.
Worcestershire sauce.
So when he
and
was
fucking soy.
living with me,
Just-
when like right after
There's not much
Chelsea
you can
died,
do with that.
Mhm.
Whatever.
so I was like dying,
Mhm.
and this is when I broke my hand.
On your fluid diet.
I was very much on a heavy fluid diet.
Getting into stories now.
So Steve was there, and Steve made
Can I
some
wear
stuff.
glasses?
Go for it.
I wanna wear
Steve
glasses,
made
guys.
some stuff
This is a fashion-forward house.
in that kitchen that honestly probably saved my life, to be honest.
Thug it.
It was
Lord. It was pretty fly.
he made some good vegetables. He made some very good healthy stuff.
I still do, honestly, to be 110.
Well, that's how we're still alive. Is
Yeah.
somehow we take care of our bodies while we're still killing it.
Yeah, I did heroin and ate salads.
Yeah.
Well, if people only understood how these ultra fucking processed foods and what they're doing to their bodies, like, do
Yeah.
you not understand how much salt and how much soy and how much shit goes on the inside of these things?
But we can do
These
drugs.
polynumerous fucking, it's
Dude.
crazy, dude.
They're like,
But we do a shitload of drugs.
yeah, because they're awesome.
I mean, that's the thing is, like, we talk about food like that, but then we have, like, a book of sugar night, and, like, we're doing a ton.
Yeah.
Fucking unreal. Like, we don't do that shit anymore. That was
People take their fucking minds,
That
bro,
was
to the element.
before.
Holy poly.
Yeah, for some reason, like, I still keep health in mind, but I'm totally trying to, like, murder myself in every other way, which
Yeah.
makes no sense at all.
I feel that.
That's the like party girl mentality where they're like, I just do a vodka and soda and then 4 rails of cocaine and then whatever pills I find at the bottom of my purse.
That's the Diet Coke at McDonald's. Like, I want the entire fucking menu,
Yeah.
but give me an extra large
yeah, I
Diet
get
Coke.
the number 2 and some
And I will
McChicken.
I
Going
will
fucking big or go home.
be conscious of my health, goddammit.
I just
Like,
don't want the sugar. I just want this part.
you better throw in those extra sauces. I swear to fuck.
Yeah.
I will Karen the fuck out of this building.
The math we figured out in the military to get people to shut up is salt, sugar, and sweet. Or no, that's 2 sugars.
All the things
salt,
that cause you fucking
Oh.
heart disease.
salt, fat, and sweet.
All the things that cause you cardiovascular problems.
Mhm.
Pussy. Pussy
I like
makes
all the
everyone
good
happy,
things.
by the way.
You'd be
Listen,
surprised. Even
you ever seen
females
that-
are
you
like,
ever
oh,
seen
hey.
those bottles? You
What's
ever
up?
seen those
Even
bottles
chicks are
where
like,
shit
oh, cool.
holds on?
What, with pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, of
It
course.
really is kind of
Listen to
baffling.
him. Now he really wants it. Yeah.
I
Go.
know.
Hey.
Whoa.
He smashed more fucking... I'm going to pull out a Woody Harrelson line that I love to pull out. This motherfucker's had more squirrel than an oak tree.
Yeah, man.
They've done
I just
the
started doubling my
gig.
numbers now.
Maybe they like some,
I
you
just
know,
like-
some
No.
What was that?
booty tang.
Was it a Louis C.K. joke where he's like, "I'll do the second half gay"? Like, I think I've made that joke to my cousins before. Where like my excuse was stupid though too, because I'm like, "Well, why didn't you?" I'm like, "Cause it just, you know, wasn't allowed." And then they're like, "Well, it is now," and I'm like, "Uh oh." Like I just never prepared
That's
to
enough
like.
spin you out. Like,
It was never even a thought.
All the top people in my life. They're all gay.
as fuck.
They're all gay, and I've had an exceptional time in gay bars. I love the
thing
gay
is,
community. It's all good, and they're open with life, and that's what I fucking love. Is
Yeah.
gay people don't give a fuck.
And you know what too? They connect with veterans a lot because they get their asses beat.
They do.
Like nobody likes to pick out nothing but a fruit. Like they smear the queer. That's a sport where we're
If
from.
they're veterans and gay,
Boom. Yeah.
bitch,
I get
get
that.
out of
Totally.
here.
I've
got
fucked
a
tougher
fucking
men than you
warrior
and killed
right
tougher
there.
children. Oh, like,
I mean,
come on now.
we have never fought. We've yelled around each other.
Yeah, near one another.
We've like this
okay,
morning.
now they were just telling me here, folks. Here we go. This was fucking 80 minutes ago. I was just told that one was fucking. Can we go back to that side?
What happened?
Oh shit.
Who did what?
Who did?
Well, Paul,
Who
that's
who
the
smacked
story
whose
we want.
anus?
That's the story we want. Coming at you live from.
Who fucked?
Question is,
Who fucked what animal?
what size are we up to?
Question mark.
Are we using
smiley
gauges,
face?
Oh, no.
Okay,
Not enough
so
spit in the world.
what is your question, young sire?
Question for what?
For the audience.
You were the one that brought that up. That we
What?
talked about something 80 minutes ago.
Oh, well, no, because what I thought was you two were at war.
We are at
From
war.
a certain degree. From a from the mental aspect.
We were. We were.
That's what I was getting at. Was the war where the
But
war,
we are and we were.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? We are all the time.
Yeah.
and even till
Because
now,
even right now, we may be calm.
we still fight the elements. We still fight the elements.
We may be calm and composed.
Fuck
It
you.
does not matter. In my head,
Shit.
every day, as soon as I go up to that bedroom, I will slip right back into war.
Yeah.
It is without hesitation. This is my life.
So is that like what it is? It's like you click, like when you click into that mind frame. What kinds of things are you thinking? Like, what do you feel? How do you feel like? Is it a calculating type thought or what?
It's a lot of like passive things. I know that I seem to have the thing. A lot of things we share seem to be passive. Like a squirrel in the backyard is all of a sudden like, oh fuck, and like I know my body reacts to it before I do a lot of times.
Oh, when you came out that one day, oh my God. I'm out there training Sam, right? And I'm like zoned in on Sam. And we're doing the fetch thing.
This is his dog, the German Shepherd.
And
And a blonde lady I know.
I
Super
had
nice.
no idea that anyone was outside. I didn't hear the fucking door. Nothing. And it is like... It's dusk. So it's about to be dark. And the lighting is not that good. And I look back and here comes fucking Jenny walking down the block.
Hello.
And I lost my shit. To me, that was my worst fucking nightmare. Is someone coming up from behind, like... I'm thinking instantly, like, you need to kill that. Whatever it is.
And nighttime seems to be a pretty common. Like I have intense difficulty falling asleep, and then in the morning for me is when I'm way more angry. I am super duper angry, the minute I like open my eyes, that version of myself is the cruelest of me. It's
Man, see,
all
when
the
I wake
poison.
up, let me just put it like this, man. When I wake up like, let's fucking do this.
Oh, I wish.
Every
No.
fucking day, dude.
You do.
I'm waking up like, man,
Yeah.
because I know.
That's why.
Because Paul.
That's
the thing
why I
is,
asked
bro,
you to be my
is
trainer.
that I fucking know that I know that what's ahead of me is gonna be a whole fucking line of bullshit.
He's a Spice Cadet.
See, that
Yeah.
helps.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a whole fucking line of bullshit,
See?
dude.
I say
And
let's do it, but I
everything's
wake
gonna
up
be
staring
something-
at the
There's gonna
rifle,
be something
and I'm
in the
like,
fucking
"Alright,
middle that's
shouldn't
gonna
do
go into my day, bro. And I know, number one, I'm gonna have to fucking do
Yeah,
it.
Steve, that's why I've always loved
Fucking
you,
do it.
is you always fight, no matter what. You get up every fucking day, you are fighting. You are going. You are winning.
That's
Through everything. Through all the bullshit that you've been through.
I used to
You
get
know,
in
people
trouble.
turning their back and fucking shooing you away and acting like you were a fucking criminal
That was
and
the truth,
a
man.
degenerate and...
Well, because it's easier for them.
People, I
Like,
ate that
people
shit.
love to do
Like,
shit
people
that
don't
makes-
realize how much you have to eat that shit. You fucking, I put all that shit behind me. I held on to it. I fucking carried it like a fucking rock upon my back. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I say that because that was how it was, and that was the truth.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a lot of shit that like killed my buddy Jeremy. Like, yes, he technically died of an opiate like
not
overdose,
everybody
but
fucking understands that. Dude.
You should hear the story of Jeremy,
it's
actually.
like Jeremy was a wild animal in a lot of ways. He didn't remember. I always felt bad because he remembered us being like best buds or something, which I don't know. But
Yeah.
he didn't remember the first couple of years I knew him because he fell out of a helicopter in Japan during fast rope training. He was with the 3-3, and so they're fast rope.
Hawaii.
And then it's real hot. They're not getting water and all this, and you know, because they're hardcore, they're Marines.
Yeah.
And so he passes out mid drop and
It's not how we say it, by the way.
hits the deck. Right? Oh, Marines. What the?
Jenny's only saying, like,
Well, if you're gonna fucking
Jenny's
fall out-
gay, so it's
Yeah,
alright.
it's all right.
That's how they say Marines.
But like
They like our uniforms
they
better.
had to
True.
for sure.
True.
But they had to like crack open his chest and
Dude, the way
shit
you
and like
fall out
start
is
his
the way you
heart.
fall out, right?
Dude. And then
But he
fall
fell
out,
out
fall
good.
dude, he fell out
And-
all the fucking way.
He fucking hit his head hard as fuck. And
I
he
heard-
was fucked up.
I heard there are
Every day
people
after
who
that.
like the officer there either got fired or quit or something. There were a bunch of people who like just being around the thing that happened to Jeremy fucked them up too. Like they just saw what happened to him and then their lives collapsed. And then so this crazy kid, he was a sweetie the whole way through, but he never got any kind of like sandbox time. He was deployed to the Philippines. His whole thing, he was a quick reaction force for the Pacific. And so he was never going
Also
to get
something I did.
any kind of like,
Ugh.
you know, like maybe an Afghan trip, something like that. But he just geographically wasn't fucking set up to be going. And, you know, like, but he was excellent at
Wasn't
what
set
he
to go
did.
Like that. It's
Yeah.
not.
He did his job. Everything they told him to do, he fucking did. All the way till the day he died. But he also
Fuck.
rebelled the whole way through. You know,
He
like
was fucked up. And the
He-
kid, couldn't get right. Can't get right.
could not. He was a consummate poor decision maker. If it was the wrong decision, that's the one he was gonna make.
That's what we say. Those are the people that should have been swallowed.
Oh, no. No.
Those are the people.
He might have
that
been
should
somehow.
You and I have been those people,
Fucking
by the way,
asshole
Steven.
fuckers.
Steven.
And they're delicious.
You and I have been that. You know that. You have been that fucking person
I've been
who
that.
can't get right. We
That's
fucked
why
up
the
for
fuck- that's why I
fucking
mention
years.
it. I mean, that's why you
Yeah.
mention it, dude. There's a certain point in your fucking time where you have to make yourself accountable. You have
Yeah.
to be the accountability of what you're fucking of who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't this what we're doing right now? This is what we're doing right now.
Oh, no. See,
we're fucking showing accountability.
we've
We're
been
showing that.
we've been accountable for fucking years. What
Yeah.
pisses us off
Yeah.
is that everyone wants it from us, right? We want
I don't think
accountability.
people
We
know
want
how to find it
accountability.
within themselves.
No,
People don't
fuck
know how
that.
to go for the
No.
fucking reach.
You
know
see
what
a
I'm saying?
fucking rock star and you see them do something wrong, they're like, wait a second, we want accountability.
Yeah.
But they're fucking doing 8 million things in their own goddamn household. And don't worry, I'll go out in public and I'll take accountability.
Yeah.
But you're not going to say a fucking word about all the bullshit that you do
True.
every fucking day.
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
True.
like we're that open too. Like I just got hacked again, and like I don't care. Have fun with your tranny porn. Let me know if you like my butt. Just send your comments to who is Jenny Durden. And fucking.
It was probably. It was probably
Did
fucking.
he just say that? Did he just say? He just took it there. Aaron, we've taken off, folks. We are fucking. We have taken off.
Someone took over my computer the other day. Someone took over my computer. I didn't have any control over it, so I pushed the. I have a touch screen. So
Hey, can I just real quick, you guys? I want to do a shout out real quick because I mentioned this to a friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine. Who I've been talking to for many years now, and she knows who she is. You know who you are.
Wait, is this the hockey girl? Is this the one you met at the fucking rink?
No, this is.
Oh, now that girl's bummed out.
This is Jamie. This is my friend Jamie, in which I have never even met. Her and I have never met.
Yeah.
Front.
Wow, buds.
Front to front. Oh, that's aggressive.
Dude, we talked for so many years, and this chick, let me tell you about her. Okay, first out, I'm shouting out to you, but I gotta tell him also.
Don't mind us. We're fucking assholes, and I'm gonna say everything to make him look bad. By the way.
It's really fun. We're the kind of get baby pictures.
Her and I, okay, I came out of jail at a certain period of time.
You need to grow this out a little bit more.
You know, the thing is, it was growing more, man, but I had to fucking keep cutting it because it kept.
That's why she won't come around. Because if you grow it out a little bit more,
or
right?
Get you a Dominican barber or like a Mesopotamian.
You gotta get some traction in there.
Yeah. You've got a very full beard, which means you can do cool shapes.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Speaking of,
I wanted to do my shout out though and say, hey, girl, I fucking love you. You're crazy as shit, even still. But that's my one shout out for you. Next time you're gonna be on here, fucking with us, in conversation, talking about these things, and she's got a whole fucking sense of blasphemy herself.
Hell yeah.
We would have to audition you because most likely I won't like you at all. But
she did mention you. She said your friend looked good on there.
I know.
Well, of course I fucking look good. Like,
see? There you go, baby. That's the real deal.
Look, I am a fucking hateful little fucking shit. So meeting new people, as long as we have respect, we're all good.
It is. We're definitely.
You go outside of the respect zone.
We'll still fucking flip you upside down and slam you on your back.
Hey, like I said, I don't discriminate against anyone. You talk to me like a man, I will treat you like one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's my whole thing.
So going back to that though, that's funny. That was funny as shit. You came in with that, Jen.
Where am I?
That shit was funny as fuck.
I don't remember.
What do we come in with? Oh fuck.
No, he came in with the tranny thing.
Oh yeah, that's me. Dude, I love that. It's so fun too.
Hold on, wait a second. What?
Yeah. Because like younger trans kids hate that word. Like it's a slur and you can't use it. And like
which one?
Any like tranny, the fun one. But like it's because it's a tonal thing, is my opinion on it. Because I like it because it's way shorter than saying, "Oh, the transgender." Like,
why do we have conversations about this shit in the first place?
I know.
Because that's what he feels like talking about.
No, I meant
like,
I meant like
in the
when in public, right?
Yeah,
it's this huge conversation piece, and you're like,
well, it's like
who fucking cares?
Right, exactly. This is why it takes 3 men to come into a room and all put our fucking heads in one basket.
And then I'll tuck mine between my legs.
Two grown angry men and
two fucking crazies
brilliant tranny.
And an
increasingly frustrated tranny.
2 crazies and an elephant.
So, like, an interesting example to look at is in Korea. Because this one blew my fucking mind. In South Korea, maybe North Korea too. But they're real into your blood type. And they're like, oh, you're a B-, that means this. And none of that means anything. But they are, like, you could get discriminated from a job. They want it on your blood type on your job application. And they're like, oh, you're a...
I cannot say that I've ever put my blood type.
Highest grade I got, by far.
But like,
can't say I've ever
if
done
you
it.
think about
I got an A+ on that one, and I was like, all right, done.
Well, it's like horoscope
fucking
stuff
max
too.
this bitch out.
Like, there's people who are like, oh, I don't work with Taurus, I don't work with Pisces, I don't work with Gemini. None of that. That's all horseshit as well.
That's dog shit.
And so, like, it's people just finding reasons. Now, what they are finding is, like, similarities and patterns, and they're going, okay, these are comparable, and it's just because, ultimately, it makes it easier for us. If I can say, this is this,
Right.
instead of me saying, this is all of these 20 other things, too.
Right.
So it's laziness, but it's also for speed. Like, it lets us be
Aren't we
quicker.
dogmatic? We're kind of like the, like...
Dogmatic.
we're
I
in a
don't.
sense,
I
man,
don't.
of,
Like,
what is that?
we stick to the rules, or
we like to...
like to make rules a lot of times.
We're feral.
We like to...
Well, that's not what that means.
Well, no, we're very feral, aren't we? Very feral animals.
Is that
we
where
like
you're-
to reproduce.
So I always go back to biological shit, like how we were created, and we have biological needs. So sometimes I reference that a lot because I'm like, hey, biologically speaking, we are fucking inherently violent because we are like every fucking other animal out
Made
there.
out of gorilla parts.
Used to be like a fucking gorilla. It's-
We just use this thing and it gets in the way of everything because we want to make new shit and do things a different way, and like we don't
That
want to
thing
be
and this thing are
unsafe or
fucking- Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And regrettably,
Similar
like, we'll
force.
figure out killing pretty goddamn early just out of curiosity. Like,
Well, you
young
have
kids
to
will
because you're
kill.
dying as soon as you fucking get
Right.
out of your mother.
And so you have to
You're
sort of
dying.
confront that truth. And then nobody wants to talk about it. Everyone's like, don't worry, we'll deal with it later when I'm dead. Like,
Wait.
you fucking dickheads.
Wait till you fucking see it up close. It's even better. You look at it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like they are really dead. That's dead. That's not movie dead. That's dead.
Yeah. Which is somehow, like,
Well, you're consistent.
Even more distant.
Trying to figure it. I mean, configuration, man.
Have you seen
Figure fucking
Have you seen Dead Body?
I've not
Did you?
seen that.
Oh, thank
I
God.
have not seen that. No.
Okay.
I don't watch much TV. Yeah, I don't watch much TV.
Oh
to be
no,
honest.
not TV. I'm talking about
like
hot off the press.
yeah.
Cause that shit
Meat
will
and
change
potatoes.
your fucking life
More
Yeah.
forever.
It
More
looks...
altruistic meanings.
I'm not the first person I saw get smoked. I don't even remember it. The memory. I had a flashback to it
No,
here.
no, you. It's still there.
I know, but the thing is like your head, it's so profound. You just
Your brain just goes, nah.
your brain's like, nah, fuck that shit.
We're skipping it. Skip it.
Fuck that. Put it in the recycling bin. No, fuck that. We're not dealing with that shit.
Those are all part of it, man. Exactly like you're
I-
about to say.
I'm-
man.
I'm
It's
not playing.
traumatic.
The
Your brain goes through a sense of fucking trauma.
the first
Oh, yeah.
We've all been through
You get it cracked
Oh,
open.
Jesus.
certain fucking things that
the first
have
few
taken us
the first
to
few
some of those points.
the first
Yeah.
few were kids, and you can't even remotely deal with that shit.
Yeah. Especially if the week
something
before
fucking
you're
happened.
like gung ho and you're sitting there
Things
fucking
happen.
listening to the music and we're like, we're
Things
getting ready,
fucking
it's gonna be the
You-
shit.
there's no there's
They pop like water balloons.
it just spins
Oh, fuck.
over and over and over again. It's like, nope, we're not gonna get that. Go ahead and just toss it out.
Yeah, it is nothing like Power Rangers, kids. They just hit the goddamn deck.
Oh no, I didn't even watch. Like, this is how brutal it was. That one kid that was right outside the truck. When that grenade went off, when they tried to blow me up the first time that day, that fucking grenade went off, and there was a pack of kids, not a child. There was a pack of kids on that side
Getting
Jeez.
smoked.
Yeah.
getting smoked. I don't even fucking know, because the fucking thing blew up, and I had, 4 other Marines in my fucking truck.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit. We were driving. Like, I have to stay with this convoy. That is the way I'm mission oriented. You stick with the fucking convoy. It doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah.
That's fucking
It's
crazy.
it's weird. It's like driving through a car wash in a certain sense of just like just keep going. It's okay that there's noises, but like it's also like these are the wildest noises you could possibly have.
No,
going
I
on.
remember
Right.
the
Oh my
kid that was
God.
standing right here.
Run, motherfucker, run.
We-
like that's the only
we
way
had
I'd be. Hey, run, motherfucker, run, man.
We had this
fuck in,
tiny
get the fuck
window.
out. Like there ain't no other option there.
Do you remember the
Yeah,
upper armor?
no.
The window was like this big. Like, just a little tiny fucking piss hole.
Yeah, on the Humvees.
Right?
Yeah.
And as we're going, all I remember of this kid to this day is I just remember him, and he had dark hair, and he was right outside my window when that shit went off. And that's the last thing I remember. It's just, I saw him.
And what happened?
Just flash?
Well, someone rolled a grenade over the top.
They probably thought it was going to stay on the top of your car.
I don't know, when it fucking exploded.
Shit's fucked up.
Like, we knew what happened.
Yeah.
We knew what happened. We all got freaked the fuck out, and we were like, go, 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 go. But we didn't realize what just happened. Like, they missed us. What they try to do is they try to
Did you
roll.
ever find yourself in situations like this?
No, I really lucked out. I was really doing a lot of office work, and all my jobs involved cleaning up after the war. And so I didn't have to do a lot of the front line kind of stuff. I just got to sit in the back with the guys when they came back from it and hear the stories. And, like, you know, the mortuary side of things, it was pretty extensive what I did, but also very limited in what I did. You know, so I had access to gruesome shit, but I most certainly didn't get the same length of Willy Wonka tunnel as these guys did, where it was just like, oh, we're doing another day of this, huh? Cool. Fuck. Oh my god. Like,
it's like being stranded on a beach, man.
yeah.
Oh,
like
fuck.
where I was
Like,
at in Bishkek,
oh shit, did I really get put there? Like, whoa, hey.
I had all these kids basically like washing up on the beaches, and they'd come out of Afghanistan and they'd have their stories, and you could just see parts of them that were broken forever. There was this one kid.
Fucking mendable.
Yeah,
Unmendable.
and I pray to God. I pray every day that there is a God and that God can help them. Because fucking A, wouldn't that be nice? Because like these poor kids, they need it. Like I remember this one kid though. He said, because I'm like, hey, let me get you down to the chaplain, and he goes, oh, I don't think I'm going to go to the chaplain. There's definitely no way there's a God after what I've seen. But like he had a sweet little Tennessee accent. He's wearing a little chain and stuff, but like you could see what he used to be and what he may have, like you could see the vessel he was in, and you could see that a new pilot had been inserted.
Oh, I remember Hagel was this kid I was stationed in Bravo Company.
Dude, I could totally. I feel that. You know what I mean? I fucking feel that. Like, oh shit. Like that's fucking deep. You know? That's almost outside the fucking like wall of thought, right?
Yeah, I
Because
didn't.
you don't understand. You also don't understand certain pieces until you've seen motherfuckers that really went through.
Yeah, I was never prepared for
You
it.
have only one wall. There's only one wall. There's a wall of understanding.
Yeah.
And then there's a wall, that wall of like empathy, of like your empathism, however you want,
Empathy, level of empathy.
empathetic ability or whatever it is. You'd only be able to get so far. Like you can only understand so much of it.
Yeah.
Somebody,
And like you may even be able to perceive it, but like understand it is different than perceive in a lot of ways. Where like you may get burnt, but you may not understand what's burning you, which you don't even ever need to know. Just stop getting burnt if you
Dude,
can.
that's the fucking truth of it, though. I mean, what do you say? You know, full circle. Like, holy shit.
You gotta pull out.
Pull out, man.
I didn't do very good at that one.
Hey.
And I picked some dumb bitches if I could do it with.
I just hope that at some point, folks, we will find the right ones. We'll find the right ones.
Right one's what? No, I retired, motherfucker.
Hanging it up.
My right one is
They're
sitting
still there.
right in my
They're still
bedroom
there.
up there.
They're still there. They're still there. They're
No.
still functional.
There's
There is
one.
functional women.
There's
You
one.
just don't
One Chelsea,
live
and I'm
near
okay
any
with
of
that.
them. Any of them.
I'm okay with that.
I'm oddly enough, like I had this relationship with a gal for about 6 or 7 years, and it was really lovely. Like
Yeah.
it was one of the greatest experiences
Yeah.
of my life, and like
Gabby Bear.
yeah. I've beat the game. I've been around the board. I don't necessarily have to play. I don't have to do the missions over again. I don't have to.
Yeah, once you feel real love for the first time, and like you've been in it, even because look, Deadpool did this great thing.
Yeah.
It's all like something that you'll never be able to to replace.
Deadpool said
But it's
that
also,
life
you
is
don't
just a
need to.
big fucking hot mess
Yeah.
with short commercial breaks of happiness.
Mm.
And that is exactly how I fucking see life. Chelsea was just a brief little snapshot, and it wasn't even that happy, to be honest. Like, a lot of it was fucking war, just like everything else. But
Yeah.
I fucking loved the shit out of her, and she loved the shit out of me. And it was intense, and it was passionate, and you felt it. You felt the
Hemingway
everything.
book stuff.
See, I haven't felt that since I was 19 years old. I don't understand. I understand the feeling because, I'm at a point in my time where it's like I can't wait to have what I want.
Yeah.
I know what I want. I know the type of woman. I can see her. I can feel her. I can grasp the understanding of what it's like to have her with me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
And so the thing is like, so for me, it's like, baby, how far is it going to be? How far do I have to go, to pull you back in? You know what I'm saying? How far do you want me to go?
My question's getting more intriguing as we go. Can I ask this?
Spill it.
Yeah.
All right, fucking. Okay, so what you want, this vision that you have of
Did you
this.
see how excited he was that he was about to ask me this question? Now I'm really fucking curious.
No, I'm
He's about to
fucking.
bring
I'm super excited.
right here, baby. This is the pull, folks.
Okay. This is a Paul
Okay.
effect.
Does
Get up in
this
it.
Taste like HPV.
Don't touch my butthole though.
Leave
So-
his ass alone.
Yeah, no.
Wait,
Digits and little. Anyway,
okay,
Like
so
a big
another day,
gorilla
another story.
fingers. And palm his head.
So, the image that you have of this woman, is it what you had when you were 19, only she's older now?
Or is it a different
I-
lady?
Older, more
Dude, so
experienced.
I know what he's trying to say. I know what he's saying. Like, do I still imagine her at that 19, at that stage at 19, the same vividly, how I pictured her and remembered her and all that? Is she still that same woman now? The same woman that I'm looking for right fucking now?
No, imagine.
Yeah. You know what? And to answer that, I still vividly, like, I know that if it was her and she was right into that position, into that want,
Yep.
where I feel,
Yep.
I would make it with
Fuck yes!
Yeah.
Oh, fucking call that shit.
Yeah.
All right,
still.
I get it. I get
Still
it.
do
It's the same love I feel for Chelsea. It's the same that Jenny has for Gabby.
Yeah.
We've all had it. It's okay. You carry it with you.
It is better to have loved and lost. Like, it rules. And unfortunately, that's how love works, is you will always lose. Or at
I
least the
still
other one's
think
going
about
to.
her, man. I still think about her. She don't give two shit and hoots about who the fuck I am, but I still think about her.
I
still
can tell you
fucking
one
remember.
thing. I fucking hate both of my exes. I don't think about you a goddamn day except for how much I hate you. You ever watch this, I want you to fucking know that I hate both of you equally.
It's true.
I'm saluting that one for him. Fuck you, bitches.
Yeah, you're
Don't
both
come back.
you're both fucking terrible fucking people.
Don't come
Even
back.
more than you would ever describe me.
But and even still, so I mean that goes without saying.
They suck.
I hope that we'll eventually find, and flounder into that like new thing. That's the fucking new thing. That's what we want.
I know. When I met Chelsea, first of all, I did not deserve Chelsea at all.
Who's gonna match these ideas, folks? Who's gonna match that?
I did
Right.
not. I
Well-
did not deserve her at all. In fact, I was super, because I was going through my mom's loss when she came in, and I was a crazy fucking asshole. And I said some terrible shit to her in the beginning. Terrible, awful shit. And she would not back down. No matter how hard I tried to push her out, she was like, nah. And that's why I got this tattoo. Do you know what it means? Because that's her initials right there. And I got that. I got that before she got diagnosed with cancer. This was before we were even together.
Oh gosh.
when we started talking.
Dude, and Chelsea was amazing. For those of you who don't know and who are just tuning into what we're talking about here, Chelsea was an amazing person.
She was
from
a motherfucking
so many different points.
She was a unicorn.
God, man, we could go on and talk about that for days. It just, I mean, these guys gave me a place to stay at one point. And I got to learn
when she had cancer. When she had cancer.
Yeah, and I got to see like firsthand, just what this woman was doing, and not only battling this cancer, but she's battling cancer. She's taking care of a son, and obviously, and then I had her relationship with Paul, and
which I did not make easy, by the way. But
Paul was going through lots of things here too. He was going through some rock solid, right? Some rock solid moments that you had to deal with.
Oh shit!
mean,
she had just
got her kids, and
she just pulled me out of a pit, and then she was like, "Oh, I have cancer," and I was like, "Well, let me get my shovel." Fuck, god damn it! Like, we're gonna have to fucking start digging again. Like, I don't know.
It was very difficult, man.
No,
it was very difficult to watch.
It fucking pissed me off a lot. Because, like I was saying earlier, I was not prepared for that fucking fight. You go into something, you want to be prepared for it, and
I can't even imagine that fucking what it would have, bro. Like being there and like for what people and these guys will maybe some understand from their own standpoints and their own families and such. But to be the guy, right, who's like the guy in the peanut gallery and like just seeing it, unfold, right, and being taken apart in front of you, like, dude, that was it was a difficult thing to see. It was definitely a very disheartening and terrible feeling.
no, I was just talking to Craig about this, and when I was going through it, I was working with Craig a little bit. He was teaching me shit with construction, and he's my dad's best friend. He's the closest thing I have to a dad.
I got to work with him.
Yeah,
Craig.
you remember? Yeah, Craig is he's a solid motherfucker.
He's an animal.
So
Dude is an animal.
we're talking, and Chelsea's going through this battle, and he sees like how jacked up I was, and he said, bro, I don't want you to hate me for saying this. We said you need to get the fuck out. He's like, you will not survive this. He's like, she's not gonna get better. She will die, and you're gonna be fucked after.
I think he even told me at a certain point, dude.
Oh, I told him upstairs. I'm like, I know you warned me, and I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I was not gonna fucking leave her, regardless of how much I.
You stood there the whole time. You were there the whole fucking time, bro. No matter what kind of aches or pains that you felt, because I know he mentioned at a certain time, right, that you felt like you were to somewhat blame. That you felt like you were carrying it, but you went so far and you did so much. You did everything you could, bro. You did everything you fucking could.
It just felt different this time. I remember, one of my cause Chelsea didn't want to fucking give up, right? And she trusted the fuck out of me, which I told her not to do, but she did. Right? She believed in me so fucking much. She was willing to just fucking lay her life in my hands. She believed in me that much, where she would say,
"Oh, I've seen it.
Hold me." And I remember I went up there one day. It was near the end, and she wasn't doing really good. Man, I went up to the bedroom, and she's sitting on the floor because she was on really good fucking medication, but it wasn't taking the edge away. So she's sitting on the floor and she's rocking back and forth. And I come up and she's like, when are we going to Texas? And I didn't know how to get her there.
Can you see my pen is plugged in? Sorry, this
Yes,
is
it
the worst
is.
time
It
for me to
is.
interrupt, but I want
It
to
is.
have weed. That's an addict, folks.
She asked me when we were going to go to Texas, and I didn't know how to get her down there. It was...
Well, you take 275, and then that should get you down to 60.
we couldn't get her in the fucking car. She couldn't stay out of the hospital, so it was like...
Pop.
Uh,
There was something like that, right? Like her
yes.
liver was the problem at that time?
Yeah.
Her liver and her kidneys are both failing at this point, so she's sitting in front of me and she's not in good shape, and she knows, like...
You guys want to take a break?
No, hold on.
Yes.
I gotta
No?
finish this.
Okay.
So she's rocking back and forth, and when she asked me that question, I'm trying to talk to her about it, and she said, "Don't let me die." And she's like, "Promise me you won't let me die." And I was like, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like,
Sure, bro.
No, dude, nothing you could have said. Like, there's nothing.
no, you tell
Steve,
her.
Like, what are you gonna say, bro?
No,
don't-
you
what
tell
do you
her.
say?
You tell her what she wants to hear in that moment, because she's fucking dying.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Like,
Baby, I love you, and we're gonna do everything.
no, I said I fucking promise. I will do everything that I fucking can.
When we get back to Alabama, we're gonna buy a shrimp boat and the whole thing. You'll see.
Yep. I feel that, dude. That's intensity. That's intense. You've given every ounce of your measure at that point, right? You've given every fucking ounce.
Oh no, that wasn't. That broke me quite a bit, but it was right after that when she was in the hospital, and the dementia kicked in, and she lost her mind, and I couldn't talk to Chelsea anymore.
God, Paul, I do, dude. I remember. Oh my God, I remember when we were sitting there at your place that one time, and I heard the conversation on the phone. You know, with you talking to her, and I was just like, dude, I'll just never forget. Like, I just knew. You know, I knew what was happening.
Yeah, I did too.
Elvis has left the building. That's what we said when my grandpa went. We're like, Elvis has left the building.
And I tried to hold on as long as I could. Every "I love you" meant a huge deal. She was always... Didn't matter what the dementia was. When I walked into the fucking room, she came out of it. She knew who I was. She always said, "Hey, babe."
Yeah.
Always, without a doubt, the love was there even through the dementia.
They should have a new racial slur for Jamaicans. You're like, Jesus,
God,
girl.
she was so racist in the end.
It's such
She
a wild
was
side
so
effect.
fucking racist at the end. It was ridiculous.
And she's a lovely, beautiful sweetie.
It wasn't her. It was her liver. For those of you that don't know, I got educated while we were going through it, but your anger gets processed through your liver. So when your liver is dying, you become a little monster.
There's got to be 100% connection between then.
Very, very.
I'm just guessing. I can't say 100%. But then between drinking and violence. Because if you're like, my fucking liver.
Your liver is concentrated on all the poison that you're putting in there, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what makes you angry.
And it's like, what do you call me?
Your anger is
Oh, shit.
processed through your liver. If you didn't know that,
My liver is furious. Dude, my liver was pissed in my 20s. I used to drink 30 packs of High Life every night because I'm a boss. And I had a pretty good metabolism back then.
yeah, Chelsea was a fucking problem when she had cancer because her liver was 75% covered.
Guys, I gotta pee.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Do you think?
Yeah. Watch out for that one wire by the trash can. You
Yeah.
got to do a step over.
Right here.
When Paul knocked out the fucking sound last time, we kind of fell off.
I didn't do that. That never happened. That's a fallacy.
Lost 20 minutes of raw footage.
Okay, MSNBC, get out of here with your fake news.
I like their haircuts though at MSNBC.
Well, I sure don't like the ones from fucking Fox News because they look like a bunch of fucking bitches.
Yeah, dude, the like leather ladies they get from Arizona.
Like, can you get like any more like Facebook portrait oriented with your stuff? Like, Jesus, calm down.
I am fascinated by the girls who choose to work there because like it's been known for ages that like they hire specifically whoever might give an old man a boner.
This is why I didn't vote for John McCain in 08.
Because he didn't give me a boner.
No. He gave me a boner. Sarah Palin on the ticket.
Yeah.
What the... like, I'm sorry, but you can't cover that.
Back when I was a
you
dumb
can't
Republican...
That's a dumb thing.
I thought it was a switch. I thought that I was like, oh man, these libtards are going to eat it up. And then they didn't, and I was like, uh-oh. That was something I early like, huh. And then I actually listened to Rush Limbaugh for an hour, and I'm like, oh, this guy's an idiot. Uh-oh.
Most of them were.
Dude, that guy was
I
such a
served
bitch.
during all of that. Let's see, I
was overseas when Obama got inaugurated the first time.
Okay, so...
I've never heard the N-word more in my life.
I had Bush, Obama,
Woo! That poor fella.
and Trump.
T-Dog, what a psycho.
He signed my gunny warrant, which got taken away. I'm just joking. I have it.
He cut my
I
VA
still have it in
benefits 4
storage.
years in a row.
You can't have
Oh. And then he called the guys who died losers. Or that's a rumor, but it sounds up his alley.
Trump is a dumb business guy, and
one of those,
most
like-
people in politics are all fucked up. I'm not gonna defend any of them. They're all fucking. They're all stupid.
Yeah, they're kind of missing the mark. There's a few that I like because they're like valiant and they're trying, but I'm just praying they
If
make
you
it
say
through.
AOC, I will not support that.
I like a lot of her.
I'd like a lot of her if she was directed at the right shit.
Yeah, I think she's got a good future. I don't like as long as they don't put her in. She needs time to cook more, and like she's definitely kicking ass, and she could do a lot.
She
of
needs a good
shit now.
mentor, is what she needs. Like
Yeah.
there, but you don't
Yeah.
have anyone.
Right.
Like she's fighting a
Her
battle
options
all on
are
her own.
Limited. Yeah, but I think that's why I prefer to give her some time so she could fight a couple more seasons and then be like, okay, here's what we got to do.
So there was a lady on the left who I had a lot of faith in, but the more she kept talking, like the more people
Oh,
exposed
that
her.
Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, all right, lady.
I did have a lot of faith in her.
She was mostly awesome, and then she had. So the funny thing though is she had that like, oh, I'm part Cherokee. So my family had that rumor too that we were part Cherokee because we were racist against Italians, and we didn't want to admit that Aunt so and so.
It's not
was Italian.
Italians.
Oh, is it not
It's not.
pronounced different?
No, it's Italy.
Oh,
So
Italians.
Italian.
Oh, sorry, I'm being racist.
No,
The Wops, we are. I'm sorry, those poor fellas.
I'm sure you're Italian and
Yeah.
some, you know.
Well, yeah, I am. That's the whole point. I'm not Cherokee.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
who-
I was Cherokee.
Who says that?
Down in Kentucky, we did for some reason. It was better to be Cherokee than Italian.
But you don't have any Cherokee in your line?
No, not a
Oh.
lick of it.
See, I have Iroquois in my line.
Yeah.
It didn't show up on my DNA report because it's
Ooh.
insignificant.
Oh, well, they
Uh,
think it's probably
I mean,
pretty
this is something I've, since we did the DNA thing that I find fascinating because I spent a lot of time doing research.
The Mormons all have a copy of it, and I wish that were a conspiracy, but unfortunately it's true. Those weirdos.
Which one?
The Mormons, they have copies of all your DNA so they can pray for you.
Okay.
They have this weird, like, post-mortem prayer vault. It's,
Fucking pray for me all you want.
yeah, dude, they're super wild in, like, you guys thought Scientology was weird. It's basically steampunk Scientology. It was invented in the 18-somethings, but, like, it's basically steampunk Scientology.
It's new and it's dumb. I'm not going to get behind any of that shit.
Mormons are sweeties. The soaking thing pisses me off, because that makes me think they think God is stupid. But, like, other than that, I really do like their kindness push. But some of the shit is a bit over the top. For sure.
Oh, well,
I think they'd even admit that, too.
the Jollies were fun as fuck, but they were also Eagle Scouts. They were Eagle Scouts and Mormons, which
Right.
made them
Busy.
And they were in Civil Air Patrol. And
'Cause there is a
both
thing-
Jollies actually dominated. Jolly was my. Let's see. Okay, so when I was the Advanced Course Cadet Commander, Jolly was my right hand, the Big Jolly.
Yeah. I love Big
I remember because he told me that he disagreed with me all the time. And I was like,
You're hired, kid.
I was like, well, you're also a bitch, so shut up. And I didn't actually mean that at the time. It's just Jolly was a soft-hearted fella, and he wanted peace and love. And
good kid.
that's not what I was about. I was about death and destruction, and I'm going to fuck your ass up.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's why he was good to have around.
yes, he was my equalizer, and he did a great job of it. And then Sam Jolly was my basic course cadet commander the first year that I had the basic course.
Oh, shit.
And that was the year that I was like a demon.
Yeah.
And he did it masterfully. Like, that kid, I love him still to this day. Because we sat in the truck the day I got there. I hadn't seen the schedule up to that point. We're like 3 days from the course starting.
Yeah.
So we're about to get in the jib jab of things, and I get in the truck with him, and I'm like, all right, pull up a schedule. And he pulls it up, and he's like doing this whole briefing.
Yeah.
And like what we're gonna be doing, and I'm like, all right, throw that out. And I'm like, this is what I want you to do. I'm like, take everything that we have to do, and I want you to keep accountability of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everything else, we're scrapping all that shit. We're gonna fucking do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
And Gus had already told me that I had full reign to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do, because that was one of the stipulations of me coming on.
Yeah.
Is I said it's gonna be done my way.
Well, and if you can pull it off, too, an activity is going to run much more successfully as a jazz piece than it is orchestrated. If you want every note, at 15:15 we do this, at 15:45 we do this. The minute one thing is late, the whole thing is fucked. But if you're like, today we're dancing, we're singing, and we're making sure we learn how to do line searches and how the whistles work.
Some people freak out. Like Jen is, she's a schedule-oriented person.
Yeah.
So when her and I started working together, it was a little bit different because she wanted to do everything by the schedule.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't worry about the schedule. Worry about what we need to get done.
Yeah.
She was like, but the schedule. And I was like, there is no schedule.
Yeah. A lot
We had
of
to
my
do a
trainees
schedule because
get
they
bummed
told us
out.
we had to do a schedule. There is no schedule.
Well, yeah, they had to write one for like a year. But
Right.
because I want you to know what you have to get done.
No, they wanted us to put it on paper what we were going to accomplish. And I was like, what we're going to accomplish is none of your fucking business. Like,
sir.
you tell me what I need to teach these students, I will get that done. But everything else will be orchestrated by yours truly. I am your conductor. You put me in a place, you trust my leadership. And I will get the job done, and I'm going to do it in a fucking beautiful way. And I have plenty of cadets to show for it.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is we use environment as part of our training tactic. And, like, whatever the environment's in is going to be utilized as part of the training. But we're going to make it...
See, this is what I love about
Like-
the mind of Steve, man. Or Jen.
both.
Like, this guy knows how to
This
keep the
T-gal.
fucking boat at its shore, at its peak, at its top. You know?
Well,
That's what I like.
I forgot what we were talking about, though.
Okay, so...
No.
But that's
Yep.
what I was just trying.
When we started talking, because we weren't friends at first, obviously.
Yeah, it was more just a work thing. Because he was like, I was basically like a senior and he was a freshman in our sort of like CAP classes, if there
Yes.
was an equivalent.
And as I was coming
you
up,
still got your fucking chain of command and all that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I get that.
as I was coming up, I saw Jenny around, right? And it was always a good occasion, except
Steve
for
at that
except for
time.
ICP day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a dark time
Dude, I
for
wonder
a
if
while.
that's true.
And we knew this, right? So Jenny went through like the dark ages, and I got to watch all of it because I was in the Marine Corps and like I'm doing my thing, but I'm also like I stay in with Civil Air Patrol because it's important to me, and this was a case I always watched,
And I think too, I may
wanted
even
to see
said,
where it was gonna go.
Like, I don't know if I was like heads up, but like, I don't know. There was something about like this might be useful to you. Like there was some element of that I had in my head too, of like, don't steal some of this, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean the first year that we truly connected was 16.
Mm.
That was a year we both came back to Star Academy.
Yeah.
Jenny was like 400 fucking pounds.
I was a big fat creature.
That
And-
was you guys at that time, dude. No shit, huh?
Yeah.
Not playing. Like, and weird.
So how'd you lose
Weird.
so much weight? Or is that for another episode?
That one was I kind of accidentally intermittently fast, where I just eat when I'm hungry. I cut out sugar, and then
The things that people need to do now. Like,
yeah, basically that.
Seriously.
And then I just immediately I'm fine. Like I'm definitely not like 180, but I'm
That's
6
incredible.
foot and like 210ish and probably 215, 220. But you know,
I'm in better shape than I was in the fucking Marine Corps. I don't know what it is about having the shackles off, but I take care of myself better when
I feel great.
you don't tell me I have to do it.
I feel fucking
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, hilarious.
I'll fucking do it on my own. Like, I don't need you.
Yep.
Like, I was a fucking Spartan before I joined the goddamn Marine Corps. I don't need the fucking Marine Corps. I don't need anyone to tell me how I'm supposed to be. Bitch, I was already built that way before we started.
Right.
I think anyone who's ever been through my CAP or Air Force career would all say that in no way would anyone ever have considered me like a PT stud or even like something other than like medically a problem. Like I've always been like on the PT charts the one to worry about, not because like oh they're fast, but because like I don't think people are supposed to move like that, you awkward son of a bitch. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Like
You're a fucking stone cold fucking fighter. That's what you are.
Everybody has just a different experience, you know,
Yeah.
and that's
That's
the thing.
right.
but I can
Kinda
lift
tiger are you?
everything.
You a
That is
tiger or a
okay.
lamb, you know
I
what
can
I'm
do
saying?
slow stuff. I can do gorilla like sloth shit. I can real quick get on you and just recoil
Listen,
like a
speaking
cobra.
Of gorillas,
It's like,
speaking of
hey.
gorillas, there is some great fucking video footage, man.
Yeah, dude.
And I need to send this. I wish there was some way for me to send this to my child's mother.
Don't,
Kristen, I
don't,
wish you could see it. No.
don't do that. We've already had to go to court for that once.
I wish you could see
Master
what it's like to be
Stephen,
a father.
Do
Okay?
not ever.
I know, and as we know it. But as we know it, though, okay, right? Yeah. And you understand where I'm coming from.
Yes,
you know?
I fucking do. I want to.
The sense of a gorilla, man. Let me just say it like this.
No,
The sense of
get
a
up
gorilla
into
is
it.
fucking deep,
Look
man.
at him. Look at him on the
He
fucking
knows
screen.
it.
Get up into it.
The visuals, man. The visuals.
Yeah.
All the energy that goes back into that.
Cut
that
like a
spirit
wrestling
spur.
promo.
Your sound is good. And like, yeah, let's keep fucking this oak tree.
Boom.
Oh,
And
you
then-
think, brother?
See,
Is this a hallelujah moment?
and then I get down to my fucking
Hulkamania.
slow it to the lowest. You know. I
Mm.
like it like that. What can I say?
Prep for the prey.
Fucking prep for the prey. You gotta be the prep though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Oh,
be
no.
the prep.
You gotta get low.
You gotta be the prey.
see what their body's doing. See what their movement is.
They'll tell you when to strike.
Where are you? Where's that neck? That's all I give a fuck about. I'm like, where's the neck? Fuck the bullshit, because I'm going for the neck first.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
If I don't get you with my hand, I'm gonna get you with my mouth. I promise.
Fucking like a great boy. Sure.
I
We
will
were
fucking.
watching-
I will bite someone's neck.
We were
I
watching
came in
this,
with 40 teeth. I came out with 80. Bitch. Fuck you.
We were watching
You know,
that MMA
hungry
movie,
as a
and I was like, man, you know what I do in this situation is put my hand through his nose and then try to rip through his. And he's like, you can't rip through their nose in MMA. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I can't do MMA.
We have rules.
I'm gonna be fighting people. I'm like, oh sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I want to go in the ring. Is I'm not doing anything illegal.
Listen, dude. I seen a video of this guy. That is funny as fuck. But I seen a video of this guy go into a fucking. He lived on a golf course or something. He's walking his puppy. There's a small crocodile that's on the inside of the river that he's walking this dog on.
Yeah.
The crocodile comes out, snaps up the dog, fucking pulls the thing in, right? Dude, this old ass fucking 70, he's probably 75, 76 years old.
Cricket.
Dude just comes walking out. He's just
Son of a bitch.
walking the thing out, dude.
I fucking love those guys.
Opening up his mouth.
I fucking love those guys. The ones that are like, I'll get it. Like,
God damn it.
That's when you know.
you're gonna get it? That's a fucking alligator. What the fuck are you
He's
doing?
rascally son of a bitch. He got my dog
Oh,
last
yeah.
week.
Well, I'm fucking. Well,
And he did it.
let me get my spoon. Then I gotta tune it up.
Got
And
my
then
dinner spoon.
just
Did it. And
bops the alligator on the nose, and like the alligator like has a seizure.
he fucking went in there and grabbed him by the
Gloria,
jaw.
Gloria, get my gator spoon. My gator it's a silver one. It's a tarnished.
Tune it.
Yeah.
Tune it.
Get it. Ding, ding.
Give me that
ding,
vodka,
ding.
too.
Yep, yeah.
Prost.
It's gonna be hurt.
That's the thing, though.
Or
You
the
know,
five,
you gotta
why
give a
not?
motherfucker some props, though, dude. Like, he straight up, not even, you don't think twice, you know what I'm saying? It's not something you think twice about.
It's crazy how many people, like, weird shit will happen. Like, they'll drop a cup and then they'll be like, oh no, what do I do? Like, you could pick it up. You could.
There's a towel over there.
What do you mean? What
there's
do I do?
there's more of that liquid up in the fridge.
Dude, it is.
You just wipe it up
wild
real
to
quick
see,
and then
like,
go get more liquid in that cup, and then everything is fine. We start back at square one.
Like, the threshold for panic is insane. And, like, I, as someone who has panic attacks for no reason, I guess, you know, I shouldn't be whatever. But, like, the threshold for panic out here is so hilariously low, where it's just like, oh my god, I can't even. This is just, like, what's going on?
see,
Like,
I
my
get-
Taylor Swift tickets.
I get
That is
offended
fucked.
about this
However,
all the
No, you know
motherfucking
what?
time. I do not want to hear about your everyday problems. I seriously don't.
I love you, you're all sweeties. However, I don't
Every
give a fuck.
time that you guys complain, I literally, like, this is why I go fucking insane. I'm not joking. This is why I fucking go crazy. Is I go out in public with you guys,
Yeah.
and I'm talking to all of you.
Every time I've taken this
You
guy,
motherfuckers.
oh my god.
I hate everything that you guys have to say. Your thoughts, opinions on your journey, and all the. I don't give
Here
a
comes the
fuck.
truth. Here comes the truth.
No, I don't
Yes.
fucking care. The
Yes.
people I have around me
Yes.
are the ones who have actually been through something. And like Jenny will tell you, because Jenny said this to me earlier, if I don't know your fucking name, that should be a problem in your head. Because you're insignificant as fuck.
Paul, see, this is the thing.
If you haven't
don't
showed
give
up
a
yet.
shit. You don't give a shit about other people, man. The most of the time is
I
you only
do
look
give...
for- you only look for the people in your squad. You know what I mean? You
Not
look
true.
for the-
I care about everyone. I care about everyone.
No,
Right.
I'm
The
saying
thing is
general.
I'm not sympathetic to your fucking bullshit.
Right, right.
If you want to do sheep shit,
yeah.
then do sheep shit. But
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
act
yeah.
like you're up in my motherfucking pasture with me. Like,
Right.
That's my sort of thing with,
Right. Are you the shepherd or the sheep?
like, you
You're
know,
a
there's a
fucking
lot
sheep.
of people who
stay in your zone.
thrive on not knowing. There's tons of people like, oh man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
No,
And,
see, I
and,
don't,
like,
why would I? It's like, why even go there?
Right, like,
because
and
then
it's-
you're waiting on it.
and you're
You
just,
know what I'm saying?
and just
Who the
hoping,
fuck wants
like-
to sit there and wait on it. Nobody wants to wait.
Yeah.
Nobody's got enough fucking patience, bro.
I-
Just sit there and think about
I
it.
don't have time for people. I've already been there. I've conquered it. I've done all the things that you dream about. I did that before I was fucking 30.
yeah.
Like, you need to calm your fucking ass down. Live your little shitty fucking life and let me do the extraordinary shit that I fucking intend to.
Well, and that's
Should.
the
thing,
so like the hilarious
should.
like selfish piece of the League of Extraordinary Beings is like, yes, we are creating a charity, and yes, we are creating a service organization, and yes, creating all these things that are going to go out there and help people.
Yes.
But then it's also going to be so we can have you put your money to your mouth, or whatever the phrase is. But whichever you psychos was dumb enough to tell me your dreams, I'm coming for you, and I'm going to make you do it. If you said you're going to be a ballerina, guess what, bitch? I'm buying you some shoes and a stage. If you said you're going to be a puppet maker or a sword maker, or you're like, you know what, I'm going to be a stripper, I'm going to figure that shit out. Whatever your dream was, that's what I'm doing, and I'm bringing an army of psychos like these two dogs, and they're my hounds. That's right, kids. We're going to take over the world that way, and we're going to force you to do it. There's going to be so many more astronauts by the time I get done with this horse shit. It's going to be insane. We're all going to be firemen, astronauts, ballerinas, princesses, dolphins.
Steve is ready.
It's going to fucking rule, kids.
Is ready.
It's going to
We're
rule.
all fucking ready. We've been ready. We've been ready. We're just sitting here waiting. And honestly, like, the only thing that frustrates us is that you want us.
Adventure stays though.
You want us up in a cage.
Stays.
Everyone wants us in a cage because we're quiet and we won't make noise. And don't scare us with reality. But reality is all around us.
Yeah.
Just like in the movie Fury, and you can go back to our fucking episode and watch that shit.
Yeah.
Or go watch the movie and educate yourself. But Bible says, look around us.
Yeah.
We're in Germany. Everywhere is fucking...
Yes.
We're in danger everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking here in reality.
You're
Your
in a
your
real-
little
real
safe
thing.
zone that you make in your house, you feel secure in, and you say, I have these feelings and I'm gonna stand with them and I'm gonna be strong. You're not fucking strong. The
Yeah.
point is that someone could come in your fucking house at any point and rip you in half.
Yeah.
And not think about it. That is reality.
Well, and see, that's the thing, is because nowadays, motherfuckers, bro, aren't fucking body slammed enough to fucking understand it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? What does it take? You got to be shook to fucking feel something. You know what
No.
I'm saying?
Which is,
There
like-
has to be.
But we protect ourselves from we don't want to get shook.
Well, and
We don't wanna
interesting,
be-
though, too. It's why the youth are so
Don't
much
do
more
that to us,
Right? And
receptive.
that's the thing. Who wants to really be in the fire, right? But the fire, the furnaces, that's where it's hot.
That's
where
what
you feel it.
makes sheep sheep.
Because we've got, like, the
You wanna
Coke
be safe.
generation.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what we can call the baby boomers, is just call them the Coke generation. But, like, they skipped all the wars. Not all of them. A bunch of them got fucked through, like, into the Middle East and in South America and all the, like...
Oh, you're talking about like
Conflicties.
Desert Storm area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like...
The
like,
90s.
My family, like, my mom and dad...
80s,
Vietnam.
90s.
Like, they were in high school while it was going on, and then it ended while they were getting out of high school and shit like that. So, like, I come from that particular, like, tail end of the baby boom. But, like, a lot of them
Do you
had,
guys want to take a break on the video,
like-
man?
No, fuck no.
like, they had
We're,
a lot of,
we're
like...
rolling deep.
Oh, we could
Fuck
crazy.
it.
Like, they had
Take it.
lives
Take it.
of
We'll
abuse.
fucking go forever.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
endurance for fucking lifetimes,
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
All right.
Open your ear balls.
They were getting abused, but they were also getting spoiled at the same time. Like, they would be neglected and spoiled. They would be abused and given gifts, and so they would have these, and it'd be held. And this may be specific to just my family, but I really don't think it is, because the more I hear about anybody who lucked out by having grandparents who were from the Depression era, like, it sounds like most of us had some pretty, like, lovable grandparents who you hear most stories are great, and then,
Fucking
like,
Lebanese, man. I came from a Lebanese.
there's a bunch
motherfuckers,
where
you
you're
know
like,
what I mean?
holy shit.
Oh, we're gonna get
There's a
into
few
that
is
later
different.
on.
Oh yeah, my grandma's first husband pushed her off the side of a mountain because she said she was pregnant, and he was trying to kill the baby. So, like, yeah, like, there's some wildness in that generation too. Like, they were great as fuck for basically they survived World War II, and then that was, and thank God, you know, that was convenient of them.
Yeah.
However,
More ancestors did make it through the Depression too.
Yeah. no, and they all had, and like, even like when, oh, I'm kicking the mic. Even like my folks had, I have all my folks' records, and they're terrific. And, you know, they had to work, and they had to. My mom had it really interesting where her folks were either working or going or doing some other shit, where she was basically raising her two brothers.
Yeah.
And then my grandma had 6 kids, and you're not telling me there's not some aspect of my dad is the oldest and his sister Pat is the oldest.
They did make a lot of fucking kids.
Just Lord of the Flies shit all the time.
Like, I think 3 is a lot, but my dad came from 9.
Yeah.
9 kids. 9? Like, that's almost a whole fucking squad. What the fuck?
Dude, it's panic attack come Christmas season.
Holy
if you're one of the
shit,
gift buying
your
types.
your household requires 2 vehicles to do fucking anything, and that has to be like passenger van shit.
Yeah, because you don't believe in condoms. You're going to buy another goddamn house.
Damn, and you couldn't afford the first kid. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I can pull out. Sure you can, Chief. Sure you can.
Well, we're going to do this in the name of Jesus. We're married, so I'm fucking raw dogging this shit until we fucking... Well, it probably won't work anymore after 9.
Let's hope. Then here comes 13. Fuck.
And some people did that too.
Yeah, dude.
That's even more crazy.
Well, because it's from the old tradition of back in the day, half these shits were going to die, and then you need the other half to pull a shift on the farm. So you're basically like having children for the purpose of not hiring other people's children.
You're producing because you know there's going to be loss?
Yeah.
Which is fucked up?
Yeah.
Because you're like, we're going to lose like 6 of them.
4 of these drool buckets are done for.
Right. And then when stuff started getting better, they all lived, and you're like...
I thought for sure the one with the weird leg was going down. God damn.
Wait, what's a bill? Oh, shit. No, fuck. Wait. We just went grocery shopping. What do you mean $500?
Yeah. Well, and that's when all of a sudden, like, getting health care and medicine, that's for Nancy's. Only a sissy needs to get medicine. Because they just want to be like, we are so broke. We
better suck it up.
Shit.
We ain't doing no fucking therapy. Don't even think about that shit. That shit is by the hour,
and
it's not in coverage.
What?
We ain't doing that shit.
Your grandpappy before that did.
Look,
die early.
We've been poor forever. You're gonna be fine. Like, you will find a way. No, get out there and go mow the yard.
Yeah. They're like, oh, and then after that, make sure you drown them kittens all the way.
Oh fuck,
they're only halfway drowned, and they're loud.
We did talk about that because that leaves a stain on the old memory.
That's some Southern madness. That's another one where you're like, oh good, it wasn't just me. But however, oh no, it wasn't just me.
So I had a dog that looked.
There's some traumas you definitely want to just be yours. You're like, please don't let this have happened to anyone else.
I had a dog that looked like Sam.
Oh.
And it was a boy. We called him Rocky. But Rocky was more like Lenny. He was very stupid.
This wire tooth's good.
And we had a female German Shepherd, and she was like the alpha. And she used to fuck that little guy up all the time. Well, Rocky got parvo. And
I got that.
My dad knew we couldn't afford the vet, but we could afford a bullet.
13 cents.
So he took me over to Mr. Banks' house, and we had this little thing because we had 4 big chicken houses, and when you're going through the chicken houses, you have to kind of like weed through them to see the sickly ones.
And these are the prostitutes?
The ones that aren't gonna make it or that are gonna be a detriment to the rest of the chickens, you gotta kill them off.
Oh, okay. Like actual. Chicken house also means other stuff.
No, this was all clean business. So we used to take those chickens after we would smack them with a stick, and their head would go like one direction and the body would go another one.
Yeah.
It was like hitting them with a bamboo stick kind of deal.
Yeah, dude, T-bar.
This is one of the things my dad did on that farm. So they have this place. It looks like a smoker. One of the ones where you like have to roll up the lid. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
And it's on the ground, so it's this huge fucking thing, and you roll up the lid, and then there's a huge pit. Like, you look down, and it's like, it's gotta be fucking 80 to 100 feet down. Mm-hmm. And it's just all dead shit.
Yeah.
And live shit too. Like sometimes they take runt chickens and they just throw them down there, which is fucked up because I remember seeing that.
So there's just like half like things waiting.
Yeah,
to
they're
die.
just.
It's like the Sarlacc pit in Star Wars.
You're just looking down there and they're like barely moving and like
and they start to
flopping around and shit.
like there's a mass putrefaction is goopy and gelatinous and it's a fucking wild thing to see. Tell you what.
Yeah, so Dad puts Rocky in front of this door.
Jesus.
And then he gives me the gun and he was like, "It's your dog."
What a pussy!
And I'm 8. So I'm like, "What the fuck you want me to do with this thing?"
Jesus.
And he's like, I mean,
you know,
he's there. You're
make him
here.
Not be there.
1 + 1. And I was like, I was literally floored.
Yeah.
I was like, "Wait, Dad, I can't do this." And he was like, "Son, be a man." He's like, "This is shit you're gonna have to do. That dog is sick, and it needs to go down. Take it down. Put your dog down." And I was like, I guess. And
Veterinarians, if there's any veterinarians in chat, type in how much a shot for parvo costs.
God, I pointed the gun at that dog. This is 97?
Yeah.
No, it was before that, 95.
Mm.
Yeah, because my brother was born in 6, so yeah, 95.
Michael Jackson was still technically a good person.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, I closed my eyes, but pulled the trigger. That gun had a lot of kick.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. Like, that shit.
That dog didn't even make a noise.
No.
It was like a .45 caliber fucking revolver. I don't even know what it was, but
Was it a slug or?
I don't know.
Jeez. Oh, yeah. You didn't really want to zoom in.
Because all I did was give the gun back to my dad, and I was like, well, at least I know part of me died today. Like,
Yeah.
not just my dog, but thanks, Dad. Like, we can go ahead and we can
Yeah. Did
We
he
could
see that on the
do
History
a little
Channel or
Yahtzee.
something? Because that is something the SS for sure did.
No, he was into that bullshit, so why not, right?
That can make sense.
We'll kill dogs too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into the interesting shit when you're older.
Yeah, dude.
God, Dad used to tell me that too. He'd be like, "Oh no, you just wait." You're like, "Wait, bitch, what the fuck?" We've been digging quite a while, Dad. Like, what the fuck are you gonna surprise me with tomorrow? Hold on, wait. Was this safe mode?
Right.
Get the fuck out!
Jesus.
Dad, I go to school. I see the other kids. This shit is not normal. And black kids are not bad, alright? They dress way better.
Yeah.
Way better than we do. Why am I wearing these skin-tight jeans? Like,
Yeah, what the fuck is this? I'm not goddamn...
no, that was
Randy
the thing.
Travis up in here? What is this? Horse
Kmart, fucking
Yeah.
Route 66.
shit? Yo, I'd have to go to Vanity Fair,
Oh my
was it?
shit.
There's this outlet in Crossville, Tennessee, and then there's one in Frankenmuth, Michigan. And, like, I don't know why, but when we were kids and it came to pants, my parents were time travelers and we lived in the 1930s and we had no money. And so, like, we're like, we have to get pants either free or cheap. So we go to, like, states where it was tax-free. I'm really starting to think my parents are just insane and they have, like, OCD and
Of
some
course
other
they're
shit.
insane. They're parents.
True,
Like,
true.
Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah. I'm not
People
saying
that
it's
have
my
kids-
fault, but it didn't help.
Are insane. Like, if you have kids, you are somewhat insane.
Yeah, it is a weird prospect to think that, like, I can do that. You can.
Well, look, I had my first kid at
No, you can't.
23, and I was a fucking idiot. Like,
Yeah.
I still am an
My
idiot,
folks
by the
were,
way.
my mom was 27 and my dad was 29, I think. And still
See, they yeah,
fucked up at stuff.
they went white people way, but
Yeah. Well, my mom was married at 19.
I'm from Flint, so I'd have at least one baby mama.
Well, see, I that was almost the situation with my mom. Luckily, she didn't have any kids with the first guy. That's what she said, luckily. It wasn't my, like... But, like, she didn't have. Luckily, that one went haywire so quickly that she just was like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing anything." And she was like, damn near a nun for a while, and then going to nursing school and shit, and then just bumped into my nerd dad, and like, all right, and then they like, legit. I think they dated for like 6 months, and then they got married, and they've been together since 1983.
Yeah. I mean, it's very white.
Yeah,
It's super white.
it is. But like,
and I love your parents because they are, like, they do stick with like that traditional thing.
They did everything they were told, and like now they're starting to experiment that they've beaten that shit.
See,
but like,
you kind of like feel bad for them,
Yeah,
in a certain degree, because
Yeah.
like we look at them and we're like,
yeah, they fucked up doing some stuff with me for sure. However, I will give them all the credit in the world that 1, that was not their goal. 2, it wasn't on purpose. 3, you can only fight the way you're taught to fight.
I just feel
Like-
bad when like people don't get to like experience all their dreams and like
Yeah.
open themselves up all the way and like just be honest. Like it seems like so many people just hide,
Yeah.
and like that's supposed to be like a professional skill these days. It's
Oh
just-
yeah.
And don't worry, folks. I admit I fucking hid for years, but I also exposed myself 100% when I did.
Yeah. Clearly, as someone who came out of the closet at 36, I was hiding as well. Was I 36? I don't know. That's what I said.
It was 36 or 37.
Yeah.
'Cause
What am I, 39 now?
I've been out
Somewhere.
of the Marine Corps for 3 years.
Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a scary thing.
Time travel, dude.
So I've been out for 3 years, and you came out after I got out.
Yeah.
So it would have been
Because it was kind of in that lull.
2021 or 2. Nope. 1. It was 1.
Okay. Yeah.
So 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I got out in 20, and that was March. Maybe it was at the end of 20, maybe. But it definitely wasn't longer than 21 because Chelsea died in 21.
Yeah.
And you were already out before then. So,
Right.
Yep.
She got to see my makeup a few times.
just doing the historian thing here.
Yeah. I'm glad she got to see that. She was always good. She was a champion too.
I know, she was... You know, that pisses me off that we have to lose folks like that. And,
Yeah.
you know, when I see other people, you know, I'm like, fuck, that is stupid what you're doing. Even me, like, I like look at me and I'm like, God, why wasn't it like switched? Like, I'm dog shit. Why didn't you fucking flush me down the toilet? What, you gotta take that one.
Yeah, man.
The one that was way better at everything than me, had my conviction level,
Yeah.
had the fight, but she also had a way better heart. And she was fucking way better at relationships. Well, maybe our relationship, like, she loved the shit out of me, so there was no question on anything from my end. I never even questioned her at all. I didn't need to see her phone.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I never questioned anything about Chelsea.
Alexa, set the elevator to magenta.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, now I got a two-face thing going on. We got Calevra on not that side, this side.
I forgot what I said it to.
For those of you that don't know, Calevra is my darker side. We put a name to it because you should name your alter egos.
Yeah. It may not be ultimately healthy, but whatever. Health is for assholes. We're all gonna die.
Well, I mean, after so much trauma, you kind of split into pieces. So we like to just name the pieces, and that way we can identify with them.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it anyway.
What's weird
That's
to
the way
talk about it is like pull it out of yourself and look at it as an external thing rather than need it to be like a part of you the whole. Because like when it's a part of you and it's a thing you want to talk shit about, you have to talk shit about yourself, which sometimes is beneficial. But if you just want to talk shit about the thing, it is better for you to pull it out of yourself and like observe it from a distance.
I wonder how things have been down here.
We're in the microwave.
I've been cooking in the kitchen.
We got magenta going on over here.
There's some cuties over here having a nice little pool party. Like,
Carol.
Fuck them.
I don't know.
I don't know how I would.
All of them have an STD, I promise.
Probably. Yeah,
If not, we'll make it happen.
Pool party girls, volume 2. Okay.
I really, the interest of a
What were you guys
companion.
talking about? What'd I miss?
We were talking about the existential.
The existential.
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 No, not exol. Existential.
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 I know what the fuck I'm saying.
No, you said exol.
I said existential.
It's
You fucking
existential.
weirdo. What are we gonna? This motherfucker's still recording too, huh? Have we displayed everything about Paul that we
Click,
needed
bop,
to get through?
boom.
Did we put it all in? Did we put it all in one bucket? Caught him like a bloody fucking fish, man.
Oh no, fuck! I'm just
Yeah.
starting to write the goddamn story. If you're sick of my fucking voice,
All right, folks.
I'm just clam up.
And today, that's what we came up with.
No. Do not
How
do
do you
not
close it?
stop.
How do you close it?
Don't. We're rolling. Get over here and talk.
Come on, that's it, bro. We already did. We done. That's good for one
What?
episode.
We were just having a good conversation. You don't want to have. All we're doing is talking.
I know we've been talking.
Right, and you can go back and review this
Well-
at any point.
What we save something for yourself, my friend.
I mean, we can't. Are you done?
Hello. Reaching for you. That's it, man. That's it for me, folks. That's it.
That's all right. Let Jenny come down. At least they're ready.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go find some shit to do. I'm ready to go. I need to go get some playtime.
All right, hold on. So we are gonna break off this. Love you guys. We'll be back